Well, the pain just never ends in the city of Chicago.
Let's talk football.
All right, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the All Round Sports Podcast, where sports are everything on this channel. I'm your host, Antonio. Today, during the process of making this video on Matt Eberflus on being he should be fired, I heard recently news broke out that Matt Eberflus was indeed fired from the Chicago Bears. So I had seen this coming. So this video was before I heard of any of this. But be sure to enjoy the rest of the video and hope you're entertained. We're talking about the Chicago Bears. Now, the Bears, during their Thanksgiving game yesterday, also happy late Thanksgiving, by the way, the Bears tried to come back and take the win. They were down 16-0 at the half, and then with about 30 seconds to go, Caleb Williams ended up getting sacked, and the clock continued to tick. And Matt Eberflus didn't even seem to know that he had that timeout, and then it would run down all the way to 6 before they would snap it, and then Caleb Williams would throw it over the head of Roma Dunze, which would end up costing the Bears the game. But Matt Eberflus, he came on the press conference air after the game, and I don't even know what this explanation was, but here is what Matt Eberflus had to say about the whole clock management.
Yeah, I like what we did there. Again, once it's under 7, you're gonna call timeout there, or actually under 12, and then really you don't have an option. Because it's 3rd to 4th, you got to throw it into the end zone then. So to me, it's I think we handled it the right way. I do believe that you just re-rack the play, get it in bounce, and call timeout, and that's why we held it, and didn't work out the way we wanted it to.
That's just so kooky. I'm gonna get into that here in just a second. Before we get started, if you guys do enjoy this video, please be sure to do me a favor and smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. For now, let's talk about Matt Eberflus and the Bears. Oh, Matt Eberflus. I mean, what is this brother even saying? For one, are you telling me that you were saying that it was the right move in the same breath saying that there were some things you needed to change on? I mean, excuse me, you made yourself look like Jerry frickin' Jones. That's how nonsense that sounded. That made yourself look like Jerry frickin' Jones, the worst GM in the National Football League. And I'm not even going to get into Matt Eberflus that much because he is not an NFL head coach. Let me go over his record. Total record since becoming the Bears head coach: 14-32. That's winning percentage of 0.304. That's under 500 dramatically. I mean, this brother is not a head coach in the National Football League, and he is ultimately ruining Caleb Williams' career as we speak. I mean, Matt Eberflus, how do you not take a timeout when you clearly see that Caleb Williams is struggling to get the players, struggling to get the snap off? I mean, you have to call a timeout in that situation. And you're going to probably save that timeout for next week. Oh, wait, that's right, it resets. That is just a bad move and bad missed clock management by Matt Eberflus. It is the worst clock management I have ever seen. And if I'm a Bears organization person right now, if I'm their GM, I don't even let him get on that plane back home. I don't even let him. If I was him, if I was the GM, I would probably say we were meeting up for dinner at like Arby's, and then hop on to the plane and leave him behind because he deserves to get fired right on that spot. Because you had a chance to go out there and absolutely upset the Detroit Lions. You had an opportunity to pull the biggest upset on Thanksgiving. And let me go over some stats here on Mr. Caleb Williams. He had 20 out of 39 passes completed, 256 yards, and 3 touchdowns. While in the Wild, having their total offense have 301 yards. in primarily the rushing game. But mainly the thing that killed him was the time of possession. They weren't possessing the ball that much. And ultimately, that last play call. I don't understand that. How do you let the clock run all the way down to 6 and then get the snap off when you have a timeout? That is just absurd. And a head and if and Mount Eberflus better go back to college because he doesn't apparently know math. Because the clock was ticking. Caleb Williams was struggling. You should have known that you had a timeout. And you should have called the timeout right there and then. That would have at least given you another play to try to get more downfield in the field goal range to at least send it to overtime. This is the second time we have seen something like this. In the game against the Packers, they had a chance to drive further down the field. They ran into DeAndre Swift, let the clock run down all the way to the last second, and then the field goal got blocked. Should have at least taken a timeout to have another play to get downfield more to have a more manageable field goal. This is the second time it's happened, and the third loss that they have lost in heartbreaking fashion. They lost on a Hail Mary, they lost on a blocked field goal, and then they lose on a big time missed clock management. Matt Eberflus is not a head coach in the NFL. And I believe I speak for all Bear fans when I say this. You need to go out there and get a different head coach. Heck, maybe even Bill Belichick for all I care. Maybe other guys like Deion Sanders. Maybe Mike Vrabel, who is still out there. Because clearly what Matt Eberflus has brought into the Bears organization, don't get me wrong, he's a good defensive mind. He's a great defensive coordinator, and that's probably all he is. Kind of similar to the Brandon Staley. He's a defensive coordinator at heart. He's not a head coach. So go out there, right on the spot, fire him, and try to go out there and try to hope to take the rest of the season. Maybe go out there and get Travis Hunter, and then bring in Deion Primetime Sanders to help fix this Bears organization because clearly what Matt Eberflus is doing clearly ain't working. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you guys think it was the right decision by Matt Eberflus? Which I'm hoping a lot of Bears say, heck no. But I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to do me a favor and smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. For now, until next time, I'll see you all in the next one. Ciao for now.